Hi, welcome back. Gosh, today is flying by. We are having some wonderful guests. And right now, I would like to introduce you to a gentleman who recently opened his own brokerage firm and is just the nicest guy. Knows the state of California like the back of his hand. His name is Ray, and I'm going to let him introduce himself to you.
Well, my name is Ray Zalpa. I recently opened up my own brokerage, Ray Zalpa. I want to put everything on Ray Zalpa Brokerage, but it's a Realty Z Group, and which I'm very proud and happy to have opened that brokerage. We're gonna do financial services, and real estate is being one of them. Been in real estate now for about 14 years.
Oh, goodness.
And actually started with some of the biggest better companies. Here in the valley, the three
Ray.
biggest. So
yeah.
I learned from the best.
Good for you. Well, you know what? Let's go back before we start talking about your listings. What made you want to get into real estate? Did you just sort of fall into it, or somebody was saying, "Hey, you'd be good at it," or how did you get started?
Well, I started by first buying investment property. I used to live in Fremont, the Bay Area.
And prices are a little higher over there.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and my brother started investing in apartment buildings here in Fresno, and at that time I was working for a government agency.
Sure.
So I go, wait a minute, I saw the real estate industry, especially coming up here in Fresno, and in the early 2002-3, and I saw the opportunity, and I said I can do this full time. I like it. I seem to like it. So my very first two deals, of course, I used an agent from here from the Valley, who I learned a lot from, and
oh, nice.
And so investing got me into real estate, and then the fact that one of the most important things is I like to help people, and some people here in the Valley, I noticed that they lack the opportunity to be helped.
Sure.
To buy a house.
You have a bit of an accent, so you're bilingual, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
You are. I can imagine that would really help in this market. I mean, we all know California is definitely a bilingual state.
Yes, that helps a lot. A lot of people feel more comfortable, once they know somebody speaks Spanish, and they feel the comfort and more.
I would think there would be a trust level there too.
Yeah, that too. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They feel more comfortable about opening up and say, "Can you help me?"
Yeah, sure.
And that's one of the reasons, more than anything, helping. I like helping people, and that's why since I've been here in Fresno, I've been involved in different organizations in helping the public, the community,
nice.
in general, not just the Hispanic, but in general.
Oh, sure. Oh, yeah. No, that makes sense. So, so you're talking about maybe nonprofit organizations.
All of them are nonprofit. Yeah, I've been in different levels. One of the organizations here. It's called, by its initials, NAREP, the National Association of Hispanic Real Estate Professionals. In 2012, I was the president of that organization, and I also been involved with the Community Housing Council.
Good for you. You know what? I think it's wonderful that you're allowing your life to be an example to, the younger kids coming up, and they're going, wow, if he can do it, I can do it.
Absolutely.
I think that's wonderful. Mentorship is so important.
Yeah, and we've also been involved in some in another nonprofit organization down in Fresno State that helps some of the youngsters, with getting involved in the business industry.
Sure, the young professionals.
Yes.
Good for
I love to help the kids.
Good for you.
Yes.
You seem like you'd be very patient, and that's important.
Yes, when it comes to teaching, I like to teach things that I have learned that are going to help, more than anything, especially the youngsters in college, when sometimes they seem to be growing up confused, not knowing what to do.
Yeah.
They don't have a goal in mind, but there's always alternatives.
Yeah, and they have so many voices saying, oh, you should do this or not do that.
Yeah.
And the choices these days are just, going to college itself has a huge price tag that goes with it, and then they're like, oh, I don't know if I should do that. And so for the kids that maybe school isn't their thing,
right.
I have one of those kids, and real estate's an amazing career.
It is an industry. Whenever they ask me, what does it take to be in real estate, I always tell them the number one thing is for you to want to help people.
Yeah.
That's number one. I go, you gotta be humble. You gotta be a people's person. You gotta be able to be talking to people, interact with people, network with people. Because if you don't like people, then that's not the business for you.
It's not the business for you. I think that I know I've learned over time that if you're just real with people,
Yes.
it just, everybody's real. We all experience the same things in life. Honestly, we really do.
That's true.
And it breaks those barriers, right? I don't care what color you are, or how high you are, or tall you are, or, it just breaks that barrier, and it just is so much nicer.
Yeah.
It makes the world a better place.
And absolutely,
And the community.
That's right. And it helps, not to be thinking about, what you are. You just, is how you are and how you can interact with other people.
Yeah.
It's just let it be you, and not worry about any, race, color, or anything. Just be you.
Thank
and
you.
help anybody out there who's willing to listen to you. And if they don't want to listen to you, find a way to listen
Well,
to
I
you.
think that if they're wise enough to listen to
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
I've read I read a lot of personal development books,
Me too.
and well, then I'm
love
sure
'em.
I'm sure
I go-
you've heard that 10 years or 10,000 hours sort of make you a master of something.
Yes,
Okay,
yes.
so at this point you're a master, and if those kids or whoever is wise enough to take that information, they could really just sort of stand on your shoulders and go that much farther.
Absolutely.
Sort of fold time.
Yeah, I like to see myself as a mentor to other kids. I did that to with my daughter. My daughter, she's a graduate from Fresno State, and she's got a MBA in business, and God bless her heart, she's been doing very well.
Good.
I'm very proud of her.
Well, good for you. I'll tell you what. Let's jump to your real estate listings
Okay,
now.
absolutely.
Why don't you tell us about one of the houses you brought for us to see today?
Okay, this house is a very, very nice house. This house is located in the Central
look
High
how
area,
pretty that is.
in the 93722 area.
Okay.
And it's a 5-bedroom house, and this owner
nice size.
has been keeping up this house. Actually, when they bought it as a foreclosure.
Oh,
So year by year, they've been doing something to the house.
is that a gas
updating.
stove that I saw
No,
there?
that's an electric.
Oh, it's electric? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
But it's very well kept. The bedrooms. It's got 5 bedrooms for those families who have a lot of kids.
Sure. Yeah.
This is the wonderful house.
Yeah, or if grandma needs a place to stay, or
Yeah,
you
there's
know.
there's a guest room right there, on the
what
level.
a beautiful
So it's a
family
nice house. And the backyard it's amazing. It's also very spacious. This is a 2-story house, so the footage in this house is about almost 2,000 square feet.
Okay.
And some of the square footage on the lot is a lot, of course, to the backyard.
So if they move into this home, is there any work that needs to be
Oh,
done, or is it ready
absolutely
to go?
nothing.
Oh, how
Nothing.
nice.
This house is moving ready, and actually, it's got very, very nice neighbors.
Oh.
Because
oh,
I know
that's
I know that
nice.
neighborhood
You know
very
the
well. Oh
neighborhood?
yes,
Yeah.
yes. I got several relatives that live around that area, so
Yeah.
it's a wonderful home.
Oh, that's
And
it.
not just because it's my listing, but actually I know the area, and
Yeah.
and the owners, and the house is very well kept.
Oh, that's it. Now, was there a pool? There's no pool.
There's no pool, no.
Oh, that's kind of nice, though.
I mean, you need a pool, in this, but you'll be surprised how many people they don't like a pool.
Well, there's a lot of upkeep
Yes.
and a lot of finances
Yes.
involved with having a pool.
Yes.
I mean, you think the kids, oh, we want a pool. Well, yeah, okay, come
Well,
back and
there's
take
room.
care of it.
There's
you know.
room for it, because the backyard is a pretty good size.
Yeah. Oh, really? Okay. Okay. Well, good. Oh gosh, this has been such a nice visit. Would you please come back and visit again?
I would love to.
Thank you so
Thank you for
much,
having
Ray.
me.
You're very welcome. Any last thoughts for everyone? Anyone before we sign off here?
Well, the main thing is that I just started my business, and I'm grateful for the opportunity to come over here and talk about my business and about my listing.
Give us
Thank
a phone
you.
number.
Area code 559
Uh-huh.
213-1819.
Oh, that's easy.
213-1819.
Oh, I think I can memorize that myself. Okay, thank you. We will be right back.